So far we have learned what is material app, what is the scaffold widget, and we have also seen what is app bar widget. So right now I'm gonna tell you how we can add an image to our Flutter application. For that I'm gonna delete this for now. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a widget which is center, and that is used to centralize whatever you put inside it, and center accepts a child. Okay, there you go. And after that what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a widget called image. Okay, so if you want to add an image, you add a widget called image, and then after that you write network image over here. Okay, so network image, and the network image accepts a URL. Okay, so what you have to do, we will go to Google Chrome and then go to any website, and then we'll try to add an image. I'm gonna select any picture over here, for example this one, and then I'm gonna right click in it, and then I'm gonna select copy image address. Okay, and then I'll go back to my Flutter application, and then I'll copy the URL over here. And yes, it is giving me an error because I have not written constant over here. Okay, and now I'm gonna run this the image. Okay, there you go. You could see the image has loaded. Okay, for the next part of the video we're gonna see how we can add something that is already in our computer to our Flutter application. For that you would first need to understand what is an asset. Okay, asset is anything that you want to add to your Flutter application and something that you have not added yet. Okay, so how are you gonna do that? For that, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move that here, and then I'm gonna right click over here, and then I'm gonna create a new directory, or you could say a new file. Okay, and I'm gonna name it asset, and then I'm gonna click enter. There you go. Now you could see a new directory has been made named asset. And now for example I want to add this image to my directory. Drag this image to my Flutter application, and which is over here. Okay, and I'm gonna click refactor, and as you could see this image has been added over here. And the next step I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on this popsec YAML, which is YAML. Okay, I'm gonna click on this, and then I'm gonna scroll down. As I scroll down, I'm gonna see something like, okay, give me a minute please. Okay, I'm gonna see something like this. Okay, you have to come over here, and I have selected this, and now I'm gonna press Control plus /. Okay, and it becomes this. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the address of this thing over here. So I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna write asset / profile. Okay, before that I'm just gonna rename it as an easy name. We can rename this as well. Rename this by refactor rename. So I'm just gonna rename it photo1. Okay, so I'm gonna press so this is like an easier name. Okay, now I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna name it photo1.jpeg. okay, I have renamed it, and I'm going to delete this. Okay, now if you're a beginner you have to be careful in this part, as asset is below this Flutter part. What I'm gonna do is so a Flutter, okay, and then asset is below this Flutter part. What I'm gonna do is over here you could see that how many indentations do we have. Okay, So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 5 indentations. This is like a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. So this should only have 2. Okay, 1, 2. So these are 2. So ACID has now 2 indentations. Okay, and below for this part we're gonna put only 4. Okay, so this is 2. I'm gonna backspace. Okay, so these are 2, and then we're gonna put 2 more, so there's total we should 4. Okay, so I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, you got 4. Okay, you have to be very careful in this part. So flutter has none, ACID has 2, and this has 4. If you have written correctly, then you select pub get from here. Okay, if it happens correctly. Okay, so basically it showed me an error, and that was because I did not write this over here. Okay, and I'm gonna try again. Pub get. It's gonna work out, hopefully. It showed me this, which means I've written the correct form, and if you don't write the correct form, you would not be able to add any ACID. Okay, so you have to be very careful about the indentations. So for example, you might want to add one more image over there. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna move another one to here, and then you're gonna click refactor, and there you go, you can see the folder 2. You're gonna go back over here, and then I'm gonna copy this. Okay, and then I'm gonna name the image folder 2. As you could see, the name is over here. Okay, you have to be very careful about writing the names. Okay, otherwise it won't work. And then you click again pub get from here, and then you have to wait. And yes, it works. I've written the correct form. This is the part you have to be very careful on. Okay, so what I'm gonna go back to my code, and then I'm gonna delete this part. Okay, I've deleted this part, and now I'm gonna write image. There you go. And now instead of network image, I'm gonna write ACID image. And now I'm gonna write the ACID name over here. Okay, and my ACID name, I have to write the file name first, which is ACID, and then I'll put a slash in it, and then I'm gonna write photo1.jpeg. It's given me an error because I've written constant here, so I'm gonna delete this, and it's giving me an error again because I have to put quotations over here, which I have not. Okay, again, and I guess I should put constant here. Okay, yes, now it works correctly. Now I'm gonna be running the app, and I'm gonna see if it works. The application is currently running. A picture has been added here, and you might want to add the other picture, photo 2 JPG. You have to write the correct name, and then I'm gonna run this. Okay, the other picture has also been added. And what if you have loads and loads of pictures? Are you gonna be adding it one by one? No, you're not gonna be doing that. For that, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go back over here to this folder. I'm gonna be erasing this. Okay, so for that, you're gonna only be typing this, which means it contains all the things that are in the ACID folder. So for example, if you have thousands of images in here, it would be loaded in this. Okay, so you won't have to write it one by one. And now you can include whatever picture you want to include from this. You won't have to go back here and then keep on adding an image individually. So that was all for now, and that was all for how you could add an image to your Flutter application.